Hello Bame Farm fans. Now I've showed off the finished product. I don't think the cable was in place in the last video when we were putting grain in the bin. But I put the cable in just to give a little extra support out here to the motor, just to keep it from shaking around. The angle's taking all the weight, and what do we have to do today? Oh, we gotta fill this little wagon for Herman, so he has some corn for his stove. So let's go try it, see what happens. Pull the lever. Well, it spins, we can hear it. It's not too loud. Got a few kernels in there. So we're gonna see how well it hits the wagon here in a second. Now the only nuisance is that, yeah, I gotta come all the way here around the bin, climb over all the stuff, because here's our gate rod right here. Now this pulled easy when it was empty. See how it does with it full. Well, it's not the easiest, but it's not the hardest. I can pull it by hand. We should have corn flowing through now. Pulled it out about an inch. Oh, it's getting quieter. Here comes the corn. Well, it's not a very concise dump, but it gets it in the wagon. I'm gonna have to build a little bit of a chute for it. I mean, obviously, I'm gonna have to keep the grain tight, say when we grind feed. So we're gonna need a little chute on the end. I got a new belt put on. That's the same motor from the previous setup. See, we can climb over here. We'll see what's going on inside. Well, that's not helping much. That hole is in the tube. That's one way to, I guess, stir the grain. But we're sucking it down. And that is left over from the auger's previous use. It was in an old barn, but this is a secondary well. And they had a well at the end and then one here, so it was every third of the length roughly. This definitely isn't helping getting it outside any more efficiently, but at least we know it's working right. And I can probably find some piece of metal somewhere to patch that up. We're probably losing 10% out that hole, but it's an internal leak. I don't know if I'm feeling crazy enough to open the gate all the way. We'll just enjoy this inaugural run of the auger. I sure am. It's quiet. We don't sit there, have that elbow banging around. I know it's not gonna plug. On a side note, I had to get in the box on the side. There was one thing I'd never realized before, that there is such a thing as right and left hand corkscrew for the auger. I did not know that was a thing. I thought, you know, all of them would be like righty-tighty, loosey-lefting on the flighting. Well, there is a difference. And I had to go in and reverse the poles for the motor. Yeah, it drove me nuts. I plugged it in and it would spin, 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 and then it would stop. Because there was probably a rat's nest or something in the auger, and the flighting, and it would all push it to the bottom, and then it would lock up. And I'd spin it backwards the other way, and it would turn the exact number of turns I spun it backwards. And then I got to looking and paying close attention that, yeah, the flighting is backwards from the previous auger. So I didn't know that was a thing. That was a fun learning moment, kind of annoying. It's quieter out here now. Only because the wagon's filling up, we're not running against bare metal. So the funny thing is I have it angled a little bit on accident because I knew the motor slides over to the right, that, you know, maybe being off to the side, over time it would slowly twist the auger. But it's actually coming out pretty straight, if anything a little to the left, just because of the way that everything turns and throws it. See, this is the nice part. We're just sitting here worry-free. Well, we're gonna be here for a little while longer, watching it go down in the bin, watch it fill up out here. We'll take one last look and then we'll see how much fun we have getting the wagon out of the hole it's sitting in. That's cratering down in there fast. And we're gonna have to wait until, you know, end of summer or early fall to see how the sweep works to clean this out. I think everybody has more fears of shoveling than I do. Theoretically, I only have a 15-degree arc from, say, that point over there where that pipe is going up the wall over to like this one just past the door. That won't be too bad. I'll just shovel the grain over to the sweep. By shovel, I mean push, kind of like a bulldozer. I think the tire's got enough squat that we should go shut it off. We'll call it a load. Herman lives close enough. Now, yep, it's all the way in. Thought it would close farther than that, but well, it sounded like it's drying up. I think we got it. Yeah, that slowed way down. That's good. The whole point of shutting it off is just so when you start it up, you don't have an auger full of stuff. Now Herman, he's helped me with some machine work. We actually chopped corn. That's where we saw some of the corn chopping this fall. Can grow some pretty good beans over there, but it'll be beans this year. Sometimes the corn is unhappy with the wetness. We've had wet years. So, I guess we're ready to get this out of here. Probably gonna take a tractor to get it out of the hole.